Hey guys, what's up? It's Schla coming back to ya with another episode of Car Rides with Schla. And today I have a very, very stressful turn of events here. Somebody parked in front of me who is definitely not supposed to. And so I think I ended up making it, but I had to really crank my steering wheel a lot and also start my car a lot sooner. And, that puts a lot of strain on the car. So, it's not really a great situation. And, yeah, I mean, the other thing, too, is, the guy behind me didn't understand, or he either didn't care or he didn't realize, so then I got parked in. And this also affects my ability to get out, although fortunately there happened to be not any cars parked there, or else in these other spaces, or else I actually would have ended up having to do another shift, but I'm really going to try to figure out who owns that car, because I actually remember a lot of the car models and stuff because I walk around so often. And yeah, it very clearly has a sign that says no parking, but I guess that's too much to expect of people. So moving forward, I'm going to have to move up as much as I can, basically, and make it so nobody's going to try any nonsense with me, because before I was actually nestled into my space as much as possible because that made the most sense. But then now, again, I have to think that somebody could possibly try to steal and incorrectly park the space in front of me. Now, the second thing I need to report on is the phone I usually use to clock in and out. Some very strange glitches happening. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's not good. It worked fine this morning when I clocked in, but at lunch today it was not connecting. So I didn't think too much of it. And then at this point, I guess I assumed it would have been solved by now, but of course it wasn't. It wasn't resolved by now. And so I'm stuck using an older phone that is not as fast, and it's very sluggish and laggy in terms of getting connected and actually doing the clocking out portion. So it's just more stressful and worse overall. It's multiple not good situations I'm having to deal with at the same time. But definitely cost me a good amount of mile per gallon, and overall it's not a good situation. Plus, leaving early makes me have to put my AC on because of how hot it is with the sun, whereas when I was leaving earlier, it actually was better because I don't have to put the AC on because the sun's down, or even if it's not down, it's more reasonable. It's at more of a reasonable intensity, so it's not hitting the car as hard and producing as much heat. Now, there's a few kind of factors to take into account there. And yeah, I'm not really sure what else to discuss, but just a little bit aggravating because I still want my old schedule back, and I'm very close to just lashing out. I just want my hours back, and it's just a very silly situation. I don't know. Very silly, and I'm kind of tired of dealing with this because I would just be so happy if they just let me get my hours. Like I still can't believe like this is actually what I'm dealing with right now. It's something else. But yeah, getting parked in, I mean, fortunately I could get out, but maybe the guy who parked behind me was being cognizant of it. Like maybe, because he did give me like a little bit of space, but I just couldn't believe that. I mean, that was like really dirty. And again, the person who did it, who like parked me in front, they probably didn't even know. Like they were probably just being ignorant and silly. But you would think after being at a company for that long that you would know something like this. And they didn't, and it's silly. It's a very... But this is how people are, and this is part of the reason why, I get frustrated. Because if there was the surveillance, that person would get a fine, But instead, it just doesn't matter, and yeah, as a result, as usual, I am just left to be frustrated. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I probably should have taken a picture. I didn't even think to do that. I should have taken a picture and reported it. Because that had been done to my car before, actually, which I think is crazy. But because the way I used to park was in an angle so I could get out, somebody took a picture and reported it. Because I was like too close to the car next to me, even though I was the one that parked first. So it was really the other person's lousy parking job. It didn't even have anything to do with me. And my boss even said that. My boss said, well, I don't really get it because you parked there first. There's just so many things, but I should have taken the picture. I really should have taken the picture. But you know what? It's not like much would change. We're just going to park differently now where we're really going to pull up to make it so nobody's going to try any shenanigans. Because, yeah, and it's one of those things that, I don't know, but I should have thought to take a picture. I didn't even think to do that. I honestly tend to be pretty patient and forgiving with things, But, I think if I had looked beforehand, I actually would have told my boss about it, and he probably would have contacted somebody. And I probably should have done that, but you know what? I took the bullet. I didn't think to do that. I didn't check in time or whatever, and it's okay. Like I said, I have a lot of patience with these things, despite how much they affect me. I don't really like burdening other people, but I think times are changing, and I think if I would have thought to do that, I would have taken a picture of it at least, and then tomorrow showed my boss or something. That's probably what I would have done. This is not looking right at all. This is not looking right. What is going on? Why is there traffic here? What is going on? Why would there be traffic here? There's never traffic at this point. I just think it's people not driving well, but that just costs so much wear on the car. Just crazy, dude. Like, I shouldn't have to put on my brakes here. I don't think there's any traffic. I think, again, it's just poor driving. It's all I think it is. It's just really poor driving. Because we're going to find out, because I'll keep going forward now. And again, there was that random huge stop up. Let's find out what the situation was. And no, I don't see any traffic at all. So it must just be stupid driving. There's no other. So again, whoever caused that, then they'd get a fine. If we had the mass surveillance, they'd get fined, they'd get punished, and they'd learn not to drive like that anymore. This is the problem with the way the world is. And giving somebody a punishment isn't even that big of a deal. Like, yeah, punishments, they stink when you first get them. It hurts. You get upset. But then you learn not to do something. And what you do is, because people are very nice and not judgmental and all this stuff, it just allows people to be worse than they would have been otherwise. I don't know. And the way, if it can be figured out, it would just be perfect, the consequence and stuff. But yeah, I can't believe that. There's literally not a smidge of traffic. So somebody had just stopped or driven way too slow for no reason randomly. And that is what caused that, ultimately. Very strange, very silly. And yeah, there's not much else to say about that. But my mile per gallon's definitely hurting, because the temperature will cool off soon, because it's getting to be October, so I can't imagine, it's going to be this bad for much longer. I guess, it's just a matter of time, but still. Yeah, I don't know. It just, again, it's frustrating, because if they had cut my time eventually, that would have been fine. But I really wanted to squeeze a couple months or even a year out of it. I'm just not really ready to relax yet. I'm not. So. But I am getting tempted, because I'm so well behaved at my job. I really feel like putting my foot down. Because it would be pretty funny if I just quit, and I gave, my reason for quitting, and, they a lot of the higher-ups probably wouldn't care, but I think people would care. I think they'd get it, too. I think my coworkers would get it. But I kind of want to apply a little bit of pressure there, because I have been a very good employee. It's not like, I've never called out, super consistent, which is a very big deal, all things considered, because of my generation tends to be not good at, a lot of basic accountability stuff. I've been there, again, never called out, not once. And so, yeah, it's like, I feel like I should get dirty with this. I should really get dirty, and I should really scream, because that's the other thing too. I don't cause any drama. I keep my mouth shut, do what I'm supposed to do, be friendly, and I just don't deserve, it's just because it's still the thing where I don't know where else I would work. And I'm very grateful for the job, and I do like the job, but it really ticks me off. It's just likely that, another place I would go to probably wouldn't, it probably just wouldn't be as good. It probably would just not be as good of a situation. That's the thing, is I'm complaining, but I know that if I were, I don't know where I would work where I'd be able to do the stuff I do. So we'll just have to see. We'll really just have to see. But, yeah, tomorrow morning, I have to get gas anyway, so I guess I should probably shoot for leaving extra early tomorrow morning, and leaving extra early, and then so I have enough of a buffer where I can still clock in properly. because it's probably not going to work out. And then I guess the only last thing to try would be forgetting the Wi-Fi and reconnecting to the works Wi-Fi. I didn't think to do that, but I will try that tomorrow. But I can't do that right when I get there, so I'm going to have to not do that. I don't know. But yeah, so I have to remember to pull up instead of being nestled back in my parking space so nobody tries anything funny. And yeah, and then it's honestly like it's pretty miraculous that because there were like 2 open parking spaces just because I think people probably happen to leave for lunch or something like that. And so I happened to be able to get out without needing to back up again, but I actually would have needed to back up again. So we just keep running into issues. I thought this space was like a good, better space, and then now this space has issues. It's just very complicated and annoying. I don't know. I just want the perfect space, and I can't seem to get it. It's just like there's always something happening that's like I have to move and it shouldn't be like that, you know. It just shouldn't work like that. But again, nobody thinks about these things, and it's just all very silly. I don't know. Like I said, I'm tired of it. I'm definitely tired of it. But yeah, I actually can't even remember. Maybe I don't need to get gas tomorrow. I just think I'm cutting it like very, very close if I don't get it tomorrow. But actually, no, I actually don't think I should. I mean, we'll see what it's like when I get home, but because I was going to try to do the 1/8 rule. Yeah, I don't know that I should. I should probably get the gas the day after tomorrow, which is better, because I kind of want to chill. I think we'll just push it. You know, I can't imagine that I would run out. But even if that was going to happen, like if I really got nervous, it's not like the end of the world. I could just get it somewhere in a pinch, like anywhere. But I just have a feeling that I can squeeze out. Like, I don't think I should get it tomorrow. We'll see what happens, but I'm pretty confident that nothing's really going to happen. Especially because we're already almost home. So, yeah, I'm not super concerned about it. We're going to start pushing it, because I don't like that I've been doing that. I mean, you could argue it's better for the car, but then at the same time, it's really not, because you want to reduce the frequencies of needing to get gas as much as possible, not just for mental joy, but wear on the starter. I'm assuming in a newer car, it's just better to not do that. I'm not really sure how else to articulate that opinion. I don't even think it's that big of a deal. So I'm just going to let it go and start to let it go more, because, yeah. I mean, that's just what I'm doing in life anyways these days, right? But I'm really, really getting tempted to have more of a lash out. That's just where I'm at. So, yep, I don't know. we will have to see. And then I also need to get my oil changed relatively soon. And I'm kind of anxious because I want to ask about getting some other stuff done. And I've been kind of lazy about that. So, not too good, is it? It's not too good. I kind of wanted to talk to the guy in person because I can walk there, and I think I would feel more comfortable doing that because it's just very awkward over the phone. I just don't like it. I'd rather just talk to the person and not have to like leave a message and get into all that. Plus it would be good exercise, so I may do it this week because I have a lot of days to process that, don't I? Yeah. I could do it like Thursday or something because it's only Tuesday. So I should probably just do it, right? I mean, it's good exercise. It would get me over some anxiety. I mean, either way there's anxiety, but I think there's less anxiety if I just walk there and, schedule it. So, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I just like it more. I might end up doing that. Thursday sounds like a good day to do it, but we'll see. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know what I'm actually going to do. Maybe tomorrow would be a good day to do it as well. It really depends. But yeah, that's all there really is to do. I have to look into it more. Still don't really know what I'm getting into exactly. I'm new to a lot of this stuff, but I care a lot more than most people, so trying to do the research to figure things out. And yeah. I think that's about it, isn't it? I think I was going to try to stretch it, but I don't really think that's very worth it. Like, it's probably just better to cut the oil change sooner after what I heard. But it may make sense to push it. I think I'll do more research into that because it's still under 6 months. I just do a lot of miles. And I wanted to look that up. Sorry, this episode's been like kind of boring. It's basically just been like me and in my to-do list almost. Like this is not the content that I'm really supposed to. I had thoughts about other stuff. I may try to touch on in the remaining 10 minutes. I'm actually making crazy time because if that's actually accurate, that's crazy. Because I started the recording way before I was even moving. Yeah, I'm trying to think of... I am really just getting like very, very sick of the inadequacy of the system. Like I'm really getting tired of what I have to do, and the longer things go on, like I have a little more money saved up, so it's tempting, it's tempting to just try to stand up for myself, but the economy's not great now, and I can't bank on, I don't think I have enough money saved up yet to where I can really bank on my idea of just waiting it out. I don't know that that's worth it. And I am happy enough where I work. It's just, again, it's the drive, it's the commute, it costs a lot. And I have to try to figure this out. I really do. Really have to try to figure it out. But for now, I should just enjoy the day, right? Enjoy these days while they last. Because what if I do wrangle myself into getting more? See, that's the whole thing, though. And I'm acting like I really want to be angry, stand up for myself, potentially quit my job. I don't really want to. It's like, I'm fine. You know what I mean? I'm fine, but it's just very, very frustrating. I'm being a bit overdramatic. What was I going to? I'm not sure what I was going to say. Yeah, I guess I can't really remember that much, but assume it's like more of the same themes where I'm just thinking, yeah, I mean, I don't know, just the same kind of thoughts recently, how I guess it's liberating in a way to feel free from humans. It's definitely interesting to feel free. Like, I don't know, because I was explaining, I am at this point where I'm realizing, I was talking about this like at the same point yesterday. Why does it look like the time I made was so fast? I'm like incredibly confused right now. No, I think I'm just, no, this might be normal. No, but it's because it would have been even faster if it wasn't for that tie-up in the beginning. It would have been even faster. I mean, I just can't believe that. I think it's and of course I'm like saying this, and this really slow truck just swerved onto the road, so that's really the end of that. But not that I care, not that I'm really in a rush. I do want to run, though. Like I said, I was lazy this weekend. I really want to run when I get home. I don't know why I keep putting that off. It's like very, very foolish. That was like the whole point of doing this. And it would actually be the first time I'm running coming home, because I actually haven't even been doing that. Because last week, all 3 days I didn't do anything. So it's interesting. I'm pretty mad though about, again, that thing with my phone not really working out. Angers me pretty deeply. There's a depth to my anger. But yeah, I guess that's the truth of it, is like, it's not really bad enough for me to protest too much. But it could just be, like, right now, it's good. It's a good job. It could be my dream job near about. Like, that's the problem. You see, like, the difference with that? And it's like the fact that it could be and it's not is what really gnaws at me. But I don't know, it gets better the longer time goes on. Things have gotten better, so Trying to think though. Yeah, I'm tired of people. I'm definitely tired of people, but I don't say that for no reason. Like, there's a lot of people who say that, and it's like, it's ignorant. You know, the way I'm saying it is not out of ignorance. It's, you know. But yeah. What is there to do, you know, in life? It's just... There is a tablet I'm looking into that looks very nice. The red Magic Astra. It seems pretty cheap and pretty strong. I like the looks of it a lot. Never had a tablet before, but could be a nice addition to the arsenal, you know. Could be a nice addition to the arsenal. We'll see. But yeah, I think I probably will just try pushing it tomorrow. And we'll see what happens with the gas. I don't think I'm going to run out. I really think that's super duper unlikely. I think it's super duper unlikely. I mean, I just don't. I don't think I would do it if there was really much of a risk of that, but because I just can't believe how people actually have that happen. I don't know. Seems kind of weird to me, but I guess some people are just not. But yeah, I suppose there's, you know, like I said, things are not bad enough. It's just they could be about 10 times better. You know, and it's just like there's not really a reason for why they aren't. I guess it's just very frustrating. So oh boy, this truck. Oh my gosh, always slipping into fifth around there. It's a tight spot to avoid slipping into fifth. Yeah, I don't know. My time though, like this could have been record-breaking time. And it just seems like odd because it shouldn't have been record-breaking time. But I genuinely I really think it was. I think we really pushed it somehow, some way. No, like I don't think it is, but it would have been if I had like not been parked in. That's the truth. If I hadn't had been parked in. Well, it's been schla. But now it's time to buy Schla. So, see you, Schla.